Howdy. Hold on just a second. This stupid thing is... There, that's better. Well, continuing my look at various rifles and pistol combinations from various countries in the world, I was looking around for one on Italy, and I don't happen to have a Kennedy killer, a Mannlicher Carcano, which was what Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly used, and what was basically the standard World War I, World War II rifle of the Italians. But I do have their substitute standard. Let me tell you a little tale out of history. The Italian peninsula did not reunify until, well, there's a bit of a controversy over that. Either 1861, 1871, or 1918. I think it's called the Risorgimento in Italy, where they unified the kingdoms, various kingdoms, the Kingdom of Piedmont, the Vatican States, the two Sicilies. There were whole bunches of kingdoms around. Milan, Venice. Each city-state and each country sort of joined together under Victor Emmanuel of Piedmont and became what we call Italy today. Well, Italy looked around after the wars of reunification and decided, everybody's got everything from Remington rolling blocks to God only knows what. Well, meanwhile, there was this Swiss engineer. His name was Johann Friedrich Vetterli. And he'd worked in France, and he'd worked in Germany, and he'd worked here and there, and he had invented a rifle. And the Swiss kept that rifle and used it. And they went and told Vetterli, hey, why don't you take over this company we've got, which we'll call Schweizer Industriegesellschaft, or SIG. So he became the Director General of SIG, and this became their rifle. Well, one like this. Their one had a Winchester-style under-barrel tube magazine on it, and I don't even remember what caliber it was. Well, the Italians saw that and thought, pretty good, after the Swiss were basically had adopted a different design. And the Italians took this over, and it became the official rifle of Italy in 1871. It started out as a single-shot bolt action in 10.4 millimeter Italian. Well, a little while later, around 1887, they added this to it, the Vetterli magazine, which was really popular back then, and many, many, many countries adopted it. Because if you had one of those big, round 45 or so caliber black powder, by the way, this was a black powder rifle to begin with, black powder cartridges, they'd work in this thing. It would hold 4 cartridges, so you could load up 4 cartridges and have another in the pipe and have a 5-shot instead of just a single shot. So they put this magazine on it. I happen to have a magazine, but it's not from this rifle, it's from another one. Then along comes World War I, and they looked around and said, my goodness, we've got a whole bunches of these laying around. So what are we going to do with them? Well, they decided what they would do, since they'd by then gone to smokeless and to the 6.5 Carcano cartridge, and had adopted Ferdinand Mannlicher's clip-loaded magazine system. So what they did is they re-sleeved these all in 6.5 and then included this magazine. Now, this thing has only one locking lug on it. It was designed for black powder, is hopelessly obsolete. It was obsolete when it was made, but gosh, look at how pretty it is, you know? Forgotten Weapons did a thing about it, and Othniel shot 2 of these, and both of them blew up on him. So don't ever shoot one of these with a modern 6.5 Carcano cartridge, because it really is not safe. But this was their substitute standard through World War I. And some of these still hung around until World War II. So this is going to have to do for my Italian rifle. As to Italian pistols, since we're talking Swiss, and one of the oldest Swiss companies making guns, let's go to the oldest gun company in the world, and it happens to be Italian, and that's Beretta. That is a 1938 Beretta. This is the standard infantry pistol used by the Army, the Italian Army, throughout the period of the World War II. It's in .380, and since this was made during the period of fascism in Italy, it is marked, let me see if I can see this, it says R Beretta, or P Beretta, excuse me, Cal 9 Quarto, Mo 1934, Brevetto, Gardoni Vit 194C-XVIII, or 15, 16, 17, 18. The 18 here denotes the 18th year of the fascist era. Mussolini had the calendar in Italy changed so that everything was done officially in the fascist calendar. When he fell, they went back to the normal way of counting things. But this Beretta, because it was adopted by the Army, had to be marked with the fascist year. It's a really cool pistol. It uses the same top eject as an M92 or any other modern Beretta. And I think this might have been the actual first one to use that. It's a really pleasant revolver to shoot, automatic to shoot, and it's just a nice pistol. Anyway, this is going to have to do for my Italian chapter. I'm running out of these because I'm sort of running out of matched pistol and rifles of various countries. I've got other rifles, but I can't match them with pistols. Anyway, let me know what you think about this.